say to me you're gonna come, and then when it's actually the day of my birthday, you're all telling me, oh, I can't do this because of that, this, that, and the third.
Let's say you went to Miami with your friend and you brought like 3K and they brought £200. How do you feel about that?
I think you're very irresponsible.
I am just taking a short break from GIRLVRSE. Not a long break, just a short break, guys.
Guys, if you haven't already watched part 1, go and watch that now. This is now part 2. Are you excited?
Woo! And thank you guys for all the support.
What are you? Shut up! Your mouth!
Trying to add your 2 pence, bro. Allow it.
Shut that mouth!
So, have you guys had any experiences where you feel like you've been disappointed by a friend around your birthday?
So you go first.
I've been dying to talk about this.
Let Zoe go
Actually,
first. Go on.
I feel like who hasn't, to be honest?
Yeah.
Me.
I feel like literally,
Yeah.
really. Damn, you guys are lucky. I feel like literally. That's why I feel like I'm not that excited about my birthday this year, because every single year I've been disappointed. Like last minute, on the day, people will just drop out and say, "Oh, I need to revise and da, 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 da."
Revise?
Bro, you knew you had exams for how many months?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Basically, my thing is, if you know that you're not gonna go somewhere, don't say yeah I'm gonna go. It's actually okay to say no. Like,
Yeah, it's actually okay.
Even if it's my birthday and you genuinely don't want to go to my birthday, just say, can't lie, it's not looking like I can't come. Like,
Just be honest.
just be honest. Don't say to me you're gonna come, and then when it's actually the day of my birthday, you're all telling me, oh, I can't do this because of that, this, that, and the third. One thing about me, I would rather you just be honest with me, even if it's a thing I actually cannot be bothered. I would rather you say that than on the day you're telling me you can't go because of this, that, and the third.
But then even that, I feel like, it's my birthday.
Every
Like
year.
that specific day every single year. Like, I don't understand. I personally think it's weird not making time for your friend. Obviously, it's different if your friend's saying, we're going to go to Miami and we're going to book hotels and da-da-da-da. But if it's a simple birthday meal, even if you, come and just buy a drink, it's just showing up for your friend.
Yeah. Or even if you can't make it, then you reschedule something. Like, I'm going to take you out. Like,
No, I do agree.
Marzipu agrees too.
I do agree that, even if it's something small, you should always be present because, like you said, it's your birthday. You have your birthday every year, but sometimes life be lifing, guys. Sometimes certain people
give your friends grace.
Sometimes give your friends grace. Like, sometimes they don't want to talk about their problems and issues or trauma dump you. Like, so sometimes just give your friends grace. Like, if they're actually saying that, you should know your friendship as well. You should know your friendship as well. If your friend is telling you they generally can't come to something, it should already, in your mind, it should already spark up something. Oh, she's not usually like this, so clearly she's going through something. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So you should always give your friends grace. I believe that as well.
Me personally, as a person,
What else are you? A dog?
I'm someone that's very private, even in all my relationships, even in romantic relationships, friendships, family. I'm someone that's very private, and I struggle to share anything that's sort of negative that's going on in my life, and that's something that I'm definitely trying to work on.
Me, in terms of I don't really dwell on things say if I'm sad and stuff like that, I won't be sad for a very long period of time. That it's just not really in my nature, if that makes sense. I don't feel comfortable being sad for too long. I'll always try and get myself out of that mind frame. So I'll speak to my friends about how I'm feeling for a certain period of time, but it will only realistically be for maybe a week, and then I'll just be back to normal. Or even a few days.
What's the secret? A day.
That's
a few days,
As soon as I wake up and it's a new day, I actually don't hold on to anything.
What do you guys do to create a safe space within GIRLVRSE?
I feel like I said, I'm not judgmental. So I feel like you guys have told me personal stuff, and I hope you would always feel comfortable to tell me because I'm just gonna tell you what's best for you. That's it.
But going back to that point, I don't judge, but I will tell you when you're in the wrong. I will definitely tell you when you're in the wrong and how you could have avoided certain situations, because I feel yes, give your friends grace, but you should also be that that person to also give your friends good advice. Don't just let your friends just do bad things and support bad things. Do you know what I'm trying to say? You should also you know, feed knowledge into your friends and make sure they know that certain things aren't okay for them to do, and how it can affect them.
I think some of the most important friendships and like relationships in your life are people that actually tell you you're doing this wrong. Like they're just upfront and straight with you. Obviously not in a mean, malicious way, but they'll give you advice that's actually worth listening to, rather than just babe, like
because sometimes the people that are always saying like, that's fine, yes, that's fine, it's because they probably want you to fall into a bad path as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like,
I don't really agree with that, because those people are not your friends then. So we're talking about creating a space.
No, I'm talking about like, say if like you continuously do bad things, right, that you know is not morally right, but you're just supporting them because that's your friend.
Yeah, but that's not really support. That's like blind.
That's you're basically like leading them to the wrong path, because they might think that it's bad, but because you're saying that it's not that deep, then they'll start thinking, oh, actually it's not that deep. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Like they never want to challenge anything you say.
Yeah.
To be fair, guys, I actually have friends that like I literally see as family. Like they're literally, I don't see them any different to like my brother or whatever. Like I actually have friends like that.
Yeah, I feel like being out here, since I don't have like family here, I kind of maybe overemphasize my friends' role as family. So sometimes I could get in my head and like get upset that maybe they're not like doing as much as they should, but in reality, like they are just friends, kind of.
Let's talk about, do you think friends could play a better role than family?
Yeah.
I don't know, I feel like not necessarily a better role, but in terms of like, if you're lacking in that aspect, like Madison even just said, with her living so far away, they can kind of replace that role. Doesn't mean that they're like better or worse, but definitely I do think your friends can like supplement family. Like, I have a friend, Layla, I've known her for time as well, and she's literally like my sister. Like her and my mum have the same birthday. My mum sees her as her daughter. Like she's definitely family. She's white, but she's family.
in the club, we are family. And also, people forget, like, your family are human beings, bro. They're not like the most perfect people. So certain things, like, say if you want to talk to your, let's say your brother or your mom, they might not give you the same support that your friend would. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because they're also humans. Like, they also have their own feelings. Maybe they don't want to be trauma dumped as well.
That's true. Friends are the family you choose.
Yeah. Literally, friends are the whatever you said.
Family you choose. It's my slogan.
Generally.
Put it on a t-shirt.
And I also feel like there's certain things you just can't tell your family.
Definitely.
I'm not telling my African but Ugandan mum certain what I'm getting up to. You get it? It's just not. It's a different relationship dynamic.
Yeah, 100%.
But shout out to the people that have, you know, good relationships with their parents, where they can tell them
anything.
everything and
I feel like that's me.
I feel like I could tell my mum anything.
Yeah.
I could tell my mum anything.
Yeah, you could.
My mum is so chill.
At a very young age, and I know I don't want children right now, I wouldn't tell my mum I'm pregnant or I'm having an abortion, because I feel like that's just such a thing where I haven't felt comfortable enough to
And
just
it's a
be
big
having
emotional
those
toll,
conversations, whereas I would tell like you guys, do you know what I mean? But not my mum.
I could agree with that to some certain extent as well, because like that is too much emotional toll for my mum as well.
Really?
What?
I would 100% tell my mum. I would tell my mum before I
Friends
tell my
does
friends.
Yeah, I'll tell my mum before I tell my friends.
But it just depends.
It'll be
how
my
you feel.
boyfriend, my mum, no, my sister, then my
But
mum.
guys, no ring, no kids.
Yeah.
Clack that.
We never drop it.
But don't forget, like, everyone has different relationships with their parents.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up in a very strict household, so.
To be fair, I can actually relate to that, because we're Congolese. So like my mum she's more like stricter than my dad per se, because my dad's half Belgian as well. So he's very like lenient and very like calm and stuff like that. Whereas my mum is very like strict kind of thing. So I can relate to that. 110%, I can relate to that, because bro, Congolese households,
They're not a joke.
it's not for the weak. It's actually not for the weak.
Did you guys all grow up with like strict parents, strict households?
Because I'm the seventh child, my brothers and sisters will tell me how strict my mum and dad. I don't think my mum was ever like strict, but my dad apparently he was so strict, to the point where they would have to ask to go inside the cupboard.
What?
Oh wow.
No, but I
that's
can.
it, that's it.
To be fair, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to my mum because she just. I feel like all the things that she was doing to us, like when we was younger, now my little brother gets away with literally everything. Like she doesn't care. It's like she just does. She doesn't care no more in terms of.
But is it because he's a guy? Because obviously you have lots of brothers, isn't it?
My mum's not strict at all now.
Yeah.
She's not strict at all. But I feel like, you know, you get older and you just think, like, is there a point? Like, they're already old enough to do what they kind of want. So she's not strict anymore. But definitely when we was younger, shout out to my mum. That was a bit too much.
I feel like a lot of immigrant African parents, especially like that household, I think the way they've raised our generation, even the generation before that,
That would be even
continuing
stricter,
on,
yeah.
stricter, and then I feel like it was sort of a thing of I'm not your mate.
Yes,
I'm not your friend.
I'm
you
not
have
your
to
mate.
treat
I'm
me-
not your mate.
Literally,
I'm not your mate.
so I think that's why a lot of
Yeah.
because I don't think it's just like us who don't feel comfortable sharing things with their parents. I think a lot of like, especially African children, I feel that way.
But I don't think they realize like that I'm your mate thing. That's how like your parents
I want
are
my child
supposed
to be my friend though.
You're
Oh my
as
God.
people that you
Yeah.
turn to. Like your mum is supposed to be like your best friend and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
I
where
feel
you want
like
to talk about everything.
With that, I agree. Like, I would want my child to be my best friend, but my mum grew up in such a strict household that she was the complete opposite with me. Like, she's
Yeah,
African, but she's not an immigrant.
She's more like.
But she was born in the UK though,
Yeah.
so like her mum
Yeah,
was an
yeah.
immigrant, but she's not. So
Yeah.
with me, I just felt like I had so much I just felt like I had so much freedom, and I was just never really scared to ever tell her anything. Like, we're really close. Like, she literally is my mate. So yeah.
I also have this theory of like when you're too strict, like
Can lead to the opposite.
yeah, they're gonna do whatever they're gonna do, but they're just not gonna
You
tell
do-
you.
they're not gonna
So
tell you.
you'd rather just be friendly with your child.
Yeah.
Your child's gonna know everything.
Yeah.
And then maybe you could advise.
Advise them,
Yeah.
advise them, yeah.
Instead of being no, you can't
You
do
don't want your kids to be scared of you, innit?
I remember in secondary school there was these two twin boys and their parents were so strict to the point where they wasn't allowed to get a haircut, so their mum had to cut their hair. And when they would come to school, no joke, no fade, no nothing, it would just be like lines on their head. And I would literally feel so sorry for them. Like, I'd just be like, what? Like, your mum doesn't let you get haircuts? It was like, no,
It's
my
very
mum.
mad.
Like, yeah, and,
That's too
and they would
much.
get bullied in school because, bro, their hair was mad. Like, it was actually
That's
mad.
crazy.
Yeah, so I just feel like I wanted to tell you guys as well. I am just taking a short break from GIRLVRSE. Not a long break, just a short break, guys. I think I sort of reached I feel like my brain. What's the thing? What's that word?
Capacity?
What am I trying to
frontal
say?
lobe.
Yes.
I hit a point like halfway through this year and I literally felt like my frontal lobes developed and everything like in my life I just started deep in. Like it was just very, I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain the feeling of your frontal lobe developing, but once it hits, guys, you know it's hit. But yeah, I am actually the oldest in the group. So I feel like from the point I was at in my life, from you guys, compared to now, it's just, I feel like every single decision I'm making right now is just very daunting, and I'm just like, it almost feels like major. Everything I'm doing is very major. So I kind of just wanted to take some time and just really figure some stuff out for myself, sort of emotionally, in my career as well. I'm really figure out what my passions are and focus on building and strengthening those passions, because I'm someone that's a creative person. Ever since I was a kid, like I used to paint, I used to like,
You knit as well.
yeah, I used to paint, I'm knitting, just anything creative. That's sort of what that's sort of my bag. Yeah, so I didn't go to uni, so my creative side sort of always led me in life. But anything, I don't know if you guys watched last episode, but I said that I do a lot of things, but I never try my hardest in one specific thing. And I feel like that's a really bad trait to have. I think everyone in life, if there's one thing you're going to do, is you need to be passionate about something.
Yeah.
And you need to find that passion in life. And I kind of have a gist of what it is, but I kind of just want to put myself in a position where I have no other choice but to pursue this specific passion. And then, yeah, just live life and figure some stuff out.
Live life.
Period. But yeah, don't worry, guys.
I'm still here. We're still friends.
Yeah.
We're best friends.
And she hasn't left the group, by the way.
I'm just
taking a break.
I'm taking a
Before
vacation.
y'all start coming to us.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like if you, some of you guys will sort of relate to what I'm saying and sort of just feeling like you need that time for yourself. Especially if you're someone like me. I'm so bad at explaining stuff, guys, but I just think a lot in my head. But I hope some of you relate, and maybe one day I'll tell you about my journey and, you know, all the stuff that will come from this. But yeah.
Thank you.
And we are here to support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing is not easy in life, guys.
Yeah, you just have to work hard, guys.
People go through things.
Not even me. I'm not an easy person. Do you know why? Nothing good comes easy, bro. Look at these toes.
And guys, like, please.
Nothing good comes easy, man.
I think put them toes away.
These don't come easy. If you got these, then
I think
it's good.
if you're watching this, I feel like one of the most important things in life is knowing yourself and being best friends with yourself and knowing your passions, your core values, all of this stuff.
It's so important.
It's so important. If you're someone that feels kind of lost, or you kind of feel like, oh, I don't really, I know myself, but I don't know myself. Like, I promise you need to try and take that time and really focus on finding out who you are, because at the end of the day, you are your own best friend. You're gonna die.
Damn,
But deep with yourself. No, but deep,
deep.
you're born by yourself. You're
It's
gonna
true though.
die
It's
by
true.
yourself. So you actually need to be your own best friend. At the end of the day, you are your own best friend. I made a TikTok about this the other day. Your body literally is working for you. Your blood cells are working for you. I don't want to talk about this now.
Your blood cells?
No, it's because I feel like this is a sad. No, but it's true though. Deep it. Because she even commented. She was like, "True that, girl." When you get sick, when you burn yourself, there's a massive gaping wound. Your body is immediately thinking, attention, there's something going on here, and it forms a scab. That scab is now protecting you from anything, any debris or any this coming into it. And it's trying to protect your body from.
She's right.
No, she's right.
Understand the connection.
But that's why you need to be your own best friend, because who's gonna form a scab on yourself?
Your
and who's
body.
gonna protect you?
Girl.
No, I understand.
You get it.
I get it. It's just a struggle analogy.
You need to deep it. Like really think about it.
No, we don't want to deep stuff like that in life.
Next time you get a scab,
no.
think about it.
Think about it.
You know what? That is a cute, funny analogy.
Yeah.
So, you know,
He actually lit my second toe.
I'll think about it.
But yeah, guys, I thought we'd just end with that.
Now everyone rip off your wigs.
So I have a final topic that I want to talk about with the girls, and that is girls' trips. Obviously, we've all been on holiday together, whether in twos or in a bigger group. We all know the stereotype that girls tend to fall out when they go to places like Miami, Dubai, whatever. So what's your guys' thoughts on that?
To be fair, I have been on like a girl trip before, and it was actually somewhat calm, but then like a lot of things started going downhill very quickly, very, very quickly.
No matter who you're with, even if it's just one friend, you're likely going to bicker on holiday because you're like in a confined space for a long period of time. But I personally haven't had any like crazy girls trip experiences because my friends don't move that mad. Like there's nothing to cry about.
I've had one.
I feel like girls trips is the perfect time to like test your friendship and see like, do we really get out? Do we really get along in a different environment and different space whilst we're not at home? Because you can just walk out on your friend and you're at home. You can just go home. Whereas your holiday, you're together and you can see how you guys
Living with people is different.
that's also a different level. But like girls trips is also a way to test your friendship to see if you guys are solid.
Yeah, I agree. But there's some women that will leave you for dead.
Yeah.
For dead.
I definitely had instances where I've been on holiday with my friends and I've just gotten like irritated because like just spending too much time around them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys remember the first time we went to Germany and on the flight back everyone was just tired and
Everyone was
hungover.
tired.
Yeah,
And then we got into the V
No, it's because
class.
we was working.
No,
though.
but then we got into the
But that week we were actually together back to back.
Back to back.
There was B Simone, there was the event, sleeping at the hotel. It was so we were kind of like, oh, can't
Bro,
lie.
then I got into the flipping V class and I don't know who started playing loud music. I just wanted to jump out the car.
There was a lot, and it was hot. You were arguing. We were all tired.
The car journey was like 5 hours long.
Yeah. That
Thingy weren't speaking to me, so it's just a lot. Like,
giving Emma Slip.
that would, if we can play back, oh, bro, like, that would be in a whole show.
I can't lie, the first Germany trip was a drag.
Yeah, it was a
It was
drag.
such a drag.
No, but I feel like it was calm.
No, it was a drag in terms of like the amount of things we was doing. We didn't even sleep
yeah.
on that day, and then like coming back, it was just like a realization that this was too much. I don't want to see you guys for at least a month.
Yeah, we did say that as well. We did say that.
Let's say you went to Miami with your friend and you brought like 3K and they brought £200. How do you feel about that?
I think you're very irresponsible, and I think that as a grown woman, you should know that you're planning to go on holiday in 2 months, 2 weeks, or 3 days. Why are you agreeing to go on a trip if you have
it's not
certain
real
amount and expect to rely on your friend?
Let's be for real, yeah. You know your budget. There's no way you're going to Miami with £200, bro.
But what if I booked the flight 6 months ago and we're at Miami now? This is all I can bring. I still feel like I can have.
Because you know,
I think you should stay home.
America is expensive, bro. That £200 is going. That's going to food.
That's the
One
cab
breakfast and
from the airport.
That's literally a cab from the airport. No joke.
Me personally, I'll just stay home. If I know that the P that I thought I would have for the trip that's in 3 days, I'll be like,
£600.
No, but you
what am I supposed? I can't rely on my friends to just pattern me the whole trip. What's that about?
No. But what I would do is I would just pay for the delay thing. So that £200 that you have, use that to delay the trip.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Use that £200.
But if you think the £200 can stretch you, then that's
I hear it. And then
no, but that's them, innit?
that's them. But then I feel like if we're
because-
going out, just stay at the hotel, maybe.
What, so you're gonna go out by yourself?
If you're going 1 hour away from London, like you're going to quick Paris or like Germany first, that's calm.
But
You
Miami,
can-
£200 Miami.
You're going 24 hours away. No, don't do that.
Bro.
Miami,
People that do that is definitely trying to recruit some niggas on the way. Cause girl, £200 is crazy. I'm looking for the hoochie daddies, girl.
Alright, well, I feel like we've spoken about a lot of important topics today, but we're gonna wrap this up right here. I feel like I've gotten to know you guys even more than I already did.
Whoa!
I hope you guys love this video.
Thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Bonnet Diaries without Bonnet, so sorry.
Like, comment, and subscribe, guys.
If you have any other videos that you'd like to see from us, please be sure to put that in the comment box. We love you guys, and next time we promise we'll be in with our bonnets.
Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Do you love GIRLVRSE? I love GIRLVRSE.